Nothing is the same anymore. Everything's changing, I really can't explain what I'm seeing when I look outdoors. Society is falling, Mother Earth is calling. How much more pain can she endure? I will need you more than ever before. I will need you, I will need you. I remember when children used to go outside and play. Nowadays, when you see them, the phone be glued to their face. Am I tripping to do it? Seem like humans losing their way. Families are dysfunctional. They don't even bundle. Why others used to be wise, but now they under my control. Glued to the program. It's like I meant nothing is the same. Not even the food we eat. Fluoride all in the water, making it hard to be honest. It feels like I'm surrounded by a bunch of zombies. I would be lying if I said I didn't see all this coming. That's why I left the city and bought a house in the country, telling both my youngins nothing is the same anymore. Everything's changing, I really can't explain what I'm seeing when I look outdoors. Society is falling, Mother Earth is calling. How much more pain can she endure? I will need you more than ever before. I will need you, I will need you. I can't even fret, man, we living in some crazy times, which is why I stay in meditation just to ease my mind. I can feel it deep inside, something's about to happen soon, like 12/21/2020, something cosmic on that day. Pay close attention to your bodies, the powers that's inside it. We be activated only if you in alignment. Sorry, my bad, let me get back on topic. Look, order out of chaos, civil war knocking at the door. It's obvious these devils want control, but I'm not going for it, ayy. They gon' have to scrap with me, I can't wait, cause that'll be the day I unleash the beast. Nothing is the same anymore. Everything's changing, I really can't explain what I'm seeing when I look outdoors. Society is falling, Mother Earth is calling. How much more pain can she endure? I will need you more than ever before. I will need you, I will need you, yeah.
What's up, Facebook? What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing this evening? I said that I was gonna start coming back to you all on Wednesdays to try to talk to you about prepping and getting everything ready in case and when stuff hit the fan. I wanted to start talking to you more about that because today Russia stopped using the dollar bill on their NASDAQ or their stock market. They don't use cash anymore in Russia, period. They have stopped using it. So the big news this week has been about Russia being on the coast of Florida, and also the dollar bill losing its value. And they had their G20 meeting this week, and their main objective is to stop the dominance of American power with the dollar bill. That's their main objective. But let me pray, and then I'm gonna read a scripture, and then I'm gonna get started. It says, "O creators of the heavens and earth, of our radiance and vibration, soften the grounds of our beings and carve out a space with us where your presence can abide. Fill us with your creativity so that we may be empowered to bear fruit of our missions. Let each of our actions bear fruit in accordance with our desires within your purpose for our life. Bestow us with the wisdom and produce and share what each being needs to grow and flourish. Untie the tangled thread of destiny that binds us as we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. Do not let us be seduced by that which distract us from our true purpose, but illuminate the opportunities of present moments. For you are the ground and the fruitful vision, creative power and fulfillment, as all is gathered and made whole once again. So let it be. So yes, like I was saying, there's a lot of stuff going on this week about Russia, the devaluing of the dollar bill. That is very important. They're talking about hyperinflations or super hyperinflations that's going to happen. So we may not know exactly when. Just like I was talking to my wife just a minute ago, and I was just kind of like saying to her, when is this stuff going to happen? You know, because anticipation is something else. It brings on. It makes you be impatient when you have anticipation. But I want to talk to you a little bit about the first time I came on talking about survival. I talked about the things that we probably would need the most, and I came from the book of Eli. The book of Eli showed us that we need a radio, we need a Bible, we need a sword, we need fire, and we need a weapon, which is a gun. The second one I was showing you about water purifications and how you can purify water and what would be the best things for you to do to purify water. Third thing I talked about, the third video I had, it was talking about ammo. Depending on what type of gun or weapon you have, and then you talk about which gun would be feasible or suitable for you to carry if you ever had to leave your home. Some people may decide to stay in their homes and try to fight it out, and some people may leave their home, just based depending on you and your health conditions. So, those are the things that you got to look at too. If it really gets bad and we have a civil war, are you in a good health condition to be able to leave your home? Are you physically fit to leave your home? And are you physically fit to carry 20, 30 pounds on your back? Are you trained for that? You got to put all that into the scenario. Are you equipped to do any of those things? Let me show you a couple of books that my wife bought when she was out. This is the Pocket Outdoor Survival Guide. You bought this, right? This is the Outdoor Pocket Survival Guide. She bought this, and this tells you it's about trip planning, survival kits, search and rescue, coping with the bad weather, emergency signals, shelter, sleeping warm, fire, dealing with insects, safe drinking water, food, avoid hypothermia, countering fear, and more. That's what this book covers. It'll be a good book for you to read, if you are interested in this. But I'm going to say something to you. You're going to need something like this because it's going to happen here in America. Also, the second book she bought is The Natural Remedies for Everyone. This is called The Backyard Medicine. And it tells you about all the medicines that you can use, all the natural plants out here that grows in the yard every day that we can use as medicine. Like dandelions. You want to talk about dandelions?
Go ahead.
What you going to say about it? Huh?
Go ahead.
Dandelions are very powerful. Dandelions is a wild weed, but dandelions can be able to help cure a lot of infections.
Major illnesses.
What now?
A lot of major illnesses.
Okay, you gotta talk loud. They help with a lot of major illnesses. Yes. Also, it helped with a lot of major illnesses. So this would be a very good book to read if you can, having your library. Okay, this one here is talking about the emergency pantry. This is a very good book to read, having your pantry. If you don't have one, to brush up on how you can. And it says storage technique, personalizing your food plan, stockpiling, shelf life and rotation, pickling, canning, sprouting, and drying, making delicious dinners out of your storage pantry. That's what this book is about. If you're interested in surviving the war that's going to hit America, you got to get some information that you can read to be able to help you prepare for it. Okay? I thought you had that herbalist book. Where is it? This book right here. It's called Preparing for Anything, a Survival Manual. Preparing for Anything, a Survival Manual. This is a very good book on how you can be able to survive in any kind of conditions. It teaches you how to heal the wounds, how you do a lot of different things. So if you're interested in this book right here, I think it's very helpful as well to have some type of information to help you in the time of chaos and commotion. Okay? You have to have some type of you got to have some type of information to be able to help you identify plants, wild plants in the forest that may be edible. So those books there, if you carry them along with you, may be very helpful for you. Maybe very helpful for you. And this book right here, it's the Lost Book of Herbal Remedies. The Lost Book of Herbal Remedies. This book here is huge on YouTube or TikTok right now. And this is a book that gives you a lot of different remedies for what may be going on in your life. It gives you a lot of good information on how you can heal yourself. It's a lot. And it just tells you a lot of stuff on how you can be able to help yourself if you get sick without having to go to the doctor. The Lost Book of Herbal Remedies is a very good book. It can help you out a lot in a time of crisis. Okay? What I'll be doing tonight, I'll be taking a few minutes of your time to talk to you about a first aid kit. Everybody's first aid kit is going to be different based on your health conditions, based on your finances, based on what you believe in, what you don't believe in. So everybody could be different, but you might need to have some things that's similar for cuts, wounds, and things of that nature there. I had this medical kit that I had bought from Jace, and it's a very good medical kit. It has a lot of antibiotics in it that you can use to help with, Yeah, you can use to help you in a time of crisis. Say if you get an infection or anything like that, you can use this. You can go online and order. And they're not my sponsor, and I'm not sponsoring them. They're not sponsoring me, but I'm just giving you information that I have. This is what I have as for antibiotics and things of that nature there. So you got to have something that will be able to help fight off bacteria, okay, or infections and things of that nature. So if you're not able to afford to buy this, which I think it'd be a good thing to look into, is this Jace medical bag. It's very good. it's got a lot of good antibiotics in it. But if you're not able to afford that, you can go get you some Colonal Silver. Colonal Silver is a natural antibiotic. It's a natural antibiotic that I think would be very good for. What is it good for, Sharon?
It's good for bacteria infections. It's good to build up your immune system. It's good for, you got the nasal spray for the sinus relief.
Yeah, so if you have sinus issues right now, you can get the Colonal Silver for your sinus infections. It's just like penicillin, or it's like a penicillin, but it's natural. It doesn't harm you in any kind of way. You can put this in your nostrils to be able to get rid of the sinus.
Open up your sinuses, yes.
How to open up? Do what now?
Open up your sinuses.
Yes, it opens up the sinuses. But then also you can use this for open wounds and cuts. Say if you have some open wounds and cuts, or say we even put it in our eyes, right? Eyes. We also put it in our eyes as well.
And we have eye infection.
If we had an eye infection and things of that nature. So it's a lot of natural. It's a lot of natural stuff that you could buy to put into your first aid kit. If you everybody know about amoxicillin, penicillin, things of that nature. You can if you're able to get some amoxicillin or penicillin, I would suggest that you also put some of that as well in your to-go bag, so that you could be able to make sure that if you had any type of infections, and if you are allergic to amoxicillin but you can take penicillin, you can have it, or vice versa. I would suggest that everybody try to get some type of antibiotics, even if it's natural or man-made medicine. I would suggest that you put it into your medical bag, your first aid bag. And this is one of my first aid bags right here that I have. I had two. Somebody swiped one of them, but I'm gonna have to go make me another one. But in this pouch I have gauze. I have gauze, but I also have a lady personal hygiene pad. If you're female, I would suggest that you make sure you have at least 1 or 2 months of supplies of personal hygiene pads with you at all times. Because you can also use this personal hygiene pad for gauze as well, or something to cover a wound. So you can use this for several different purposes, to stop a cut or bleed, or you can use it for personal hygiene. This is for women. But also I got my gauze in case something happens and I get cut or anything like that. I have my gauze in my bag as well. And we would need those. We would need these type of these types of personal aid, so that we could be able to survive in case something do happen. In my first aid bag, I got batteries for several different things that you may need them for. I have batteries in my first aid kit. I have, this is what you call a biological personal protection kit. A biological personal protection kit. In case you run, like right now, Putin is in Havana with a nuclear submarine. And if you're not able to if he shoots a missile over here that may be biological weapons, and if you don't have anything to protect yourself from it, it will do harm to you. Okay, so you got to have something. You got to be thinking about something more than just regular, natural first stage. You got to think beyond that. Do I need biological, chemicals, stuff as well? Also, I have that's a pack. Also, I have a surgical kit. This is a surgical kit in case someone gets seriously injured, a gunshot or something someone gets stabbed. I have this surgical kit. And because of this surgical kit, I could be able to help I can help fix a wound, a severely bad wound. So I want you to understand this is a surgical kit. Okay. Right here, I have a trauma pack. I have a trauma pack as well. So that if anything major happens, like a cut, a bruise, or some severe bleeding, I had this trauma pack. Then I have some more gauze as well. Also, I have a life straw in my Mercy bag. I also have this is an IV. If I had to do an IV on anyone, this is an IV pack right here. And I can use this as well to be able to help work on someone who may be sick, anything of that nature. Okay? And when I was in the military, I was trained on how to give an IV. Okay? I got a foot care kit. And on these long journeys that we may be on, when I was in the military, we had stockings that we wore up under our regular socks to prevent from getting our foot damage. We had stockings also up under our foot so that we wouldn't get blisters or anything like that. So I would suggest that everybody, if you can, make sure you have at least one pair of stockings, male and female, one pair of stockings on at all time if you're going to take a long journey, because it prevents you from getting blisters on your feet if you're having to take a long journey. This product right here is what my uncle made. This product right here, it is called Healthy Oil. My uncle made this, and it get rid of a lot of fungus, bacteria. It deals with a lot on the skin. If you get any type of, I put it on my feet a lot of the times, and it get rid of athletic feet. It also helps with eczema, or it also make it help with poison ivy, things of that nature. My uncle makes this, and he's been making this type of product for a long period of time, and it's very good. It can get rid of probably poison ivy, eczema, athletic feet, or any type of foot fungus or ringworm that you may get on your body. Okay? Right here is a travel kit, and this is just basically an ice pack and ice pack, tape, rolls. It has all that type of information, all that in here that you can use to help with your situation. Okay. Also, I don't know if these are any good or not. They've been in the bag for about 3 or 4 years. I have hand warmers. Hand warmers are very important in having it on you or in your Mercy bag if you're in a cold weather situation. These hand warmers will be very helpful for you, making sure you have some. I got some Neosporin also for cuts and other situations that you may have that you can use Neosporin with. Okay. What you call this, baby?
EpiPen.
My wife have EpiPens in her bag. And this is what she have because she's allergic to bee stings. So she have these EpiPens in hers so that it'll be able to help her in case she gets stung by a bee or something, okay? One of the most important things I think you should always have in your bag is fingernails and toenail clippers. You gotta have these in your bag because if you're out there more than 4 or 5 days, 10, 15 days, your fingernails and your toenails are gonna grow. And if you're not able to cut them, it's gonna be very uncomfortable. You're gonna be biting them off with your hand. So it's very important because you can also use these fingernails and toenail clippers to get splinters out your hands and things of that nature. Okay? Okay. We got this right here. It's very good for cuts and bruises and things of that nature. Okay? We got another thing of cortisone. This is also another little pack of cortisone be able to help you if you have cuts and bruises and things of that nature that happen to you. We got a little emergency blanket in here as well. But this also be a part of your bug out bag. Mercy blanket. We got some hydrocortisone right here as well. Because you want to make sure that if you get any rashes or funguses or anything like that, you have some type of cream to be able to help you in the situation. You don't want to go without having some type of cream for fungus or athletic feet or any type of insect bites or anything like that, because if you have to leave your home and you have to go somewhere that you're not really prepared for, yeah, it would be a very uncomfortable situation for you. Very uncomfortable situation for you. So you gotta prepare for these types of things. Also, what we got in our bag too is Tylenol. We have Tylenol in our bag as well. This is what we have in our bag. And we have plenty more Tylenol, but this is just little small samples that we have. But this is Tylenol that we have in our bag. Okay? Then we have some, this is anti-diarrhea pills. Because you may be in a situation where you might have drunk some bad water or something like that, and you got diarrhea. So we got some anti-diarrhea pills that you could be able to put in your bag and drink it to be able to stop the diarrhea from happening. Because you may not have a water filter. You might have drank some bad water and not really realize it. So and you start to get diarrhea, those anti-diarrhea pills will help you and it'll stop you from getting dehydrated. Because the more you allow that fluid to come out your body, the more you become dehydrated. And it will mess up your whole system. Okay? I don't know what type of pills these are. But we have some more medication right here. I can't read that. I don't know what it's for either. But it's just more medication.
Allergy.
It might be allergy pills. Yes, that's what it is. allergy pills. So these are allergy pills in case you have allergies. You can take you some, you can have you some allergy pills as well, so that you'll be okay. You can be able to adapt to the seasons. You can adapt to the elements. Okay. I have a much larger bag downstairs with more items in it, but I'm not finished. Also, we have this packet called Stop Bleeding. It stops the bleeding very quickly. You can also use cayenne pepper and black pepper also to stop a severe bleeding. You can use cayenne pepper and black pepper mixed together to be able to stop the bleeding. And then we have some more gauze right here. We have more gauze right here. We got to really go over this pack because we can put more stuff in it. And we have a lot of stuff to put in it. Okay? Right here. This is called neutralizing tablets. I guess this for this is for purifying your water. Neutralizing tablets right here. We have your tape. We have more gauze. We have waterproof matches. We have bandages, more gauze, and then we have your band-aids. We have band-aids. So this is just a small little. Also we have lighters as well. But this is just a small little. Huh?
You just going over that. We need scissors in that one.
Yeah, we do have scissors in the
big one.
Yeah, we have scissors in this one too, in the surgical. Yeah, we have scissors in the surgical kit as well. But we have a lot of more other stuff that we can put into the bag. We need flashlights for the emergency kit too as well. So when you are building your kit, some people are on high blood pressure, some people are on all types of medications, and I would suggest that you at least try to get at least 3 months of medication. So that you can have them at all times, because you do not know when you may need them or the power may be out. I would suggest you getting at least 3 months of medication. Okay? Also, I'm going to talk about this for a few minutes. You all need to start talking to like-minded people. And you need to start trying to gather together a coalition or a group of people who you get along with, but have different skill sets. You need to have a group of people that have different skill sets, so that you could be able to not have so much pressure on one person. Okay, just say 5 things that you may need in a group. You may need a person who's spiritual. You may need a person who knows how to do medicine. You may need a person who enjoys cooking. You may need a person who can go out and start fires and purify water. And you may need somebody who has some type of military background within your organization, within your group. And the reason why I say that is because the burden won't just be on one person. everybody will have a specific area that they can focus on and be able to contribute to the group. If you have 2 people, 3 people in your group or in your home, you need to make sure that everybody know how to do something different, so that the one person is not carrying the boatload of everything. That's what we have to look at, making sure that everybody's not carrying the boatload of everything. And that's something that we seriously have to look at, because if 1 or 2 people's carrying the boatload of everything, and you got 10 or 15 different people in the group, it's going to be a burden on those 2 people. It's going to be it's going to be hard. It's going to be very hard to be able to deal with all of that. Because I remember when my family and I, we were sleeping in my backyard, and we was trying to start a fire. Everybody had such a difficult time learning how to start a fire. Am I correct? Am I correct?
Yes, you're correct.
How was it difficult for you to start a fire?
I got no first try.
Oh, whatever. But if you have people in your group, one may know how to start a fire, while others go collect wood, while others put up the shelter, while others protect the perimeter. That is the way the military does it. First thing the military does when they go into an area is they set up a perimeter. They set up an area where they're going to protect. And they may have 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 people protecting the perimeter while everyone else is setting up the tents. They are starting the fires. They staging the equipment. They doing all of these types of things. So when you'll have a group with you, or whatever the case may be, even if you're in your home and the power's not working, you're still going to have to go out there and collect wood. You're still going to have to know how to start a fire. You're going to still have to make sure that your home be protected at all times. You're still going to have, in case somebody gets sick, how you do it. Because a lot of the times what we don't prepare for is someone breaking an ankle, someone getting shot, someone getting stabbed. No, we don't think about the medical side of it. And that's one of the most important. And every time I look at a survival movie, one of the main things that happen is somebody gets sick, they get hurt, they get shot, they break their ankle, they twist their knee. And you're going to need to know these things. You're going to need to know how to bandage a wound, how to put a splint on an ankle if somebody twisted their ankle. You're going to need to know how to do these things. It says in 2 Kings chapter 20 verse 7, it says, and Isaiah said, take a lump of fig, and they took and laid it on the boil, and he recovered. So we got to understand that medicine is healing. And when we understand that medicine is healing, we can never forget about our first aid kit. First aid kit is one of the most important things that you have to have in a survival situation. We got to have that. And it is very important that you understand your medical conditions, what you're allergic to, what you're not allergic to, what you have allergies with, and you need to plan accordingly. We have to look at this situation from a realistic point of view. If a person twisted their ankles and they land on the ground, how would you pick them up? We got to think about all these things. If a person fell on a rock and got a big knot on their head, how would you handle that? So these are the things that we got to think about. These are the things that we got to think about. So, I said I'm not going to hold you long. That's been about 30 minutes, hasn't it? Yeah, I'm not going to hold you long. But I want you to think about, getting antibiotics, getting gauze, getting surgical kits, getting trauma kits, getting foot care kits, because you got to have foot care. You got to get biological personal protection kits. You got to get all these things there to be able to have your emergency bag. You also need a sewing kit. A sewing kit can sew up a wound, or you can get some glue to glue your wound up. So it's a lot of different things that we can do, but you got to start sitting down, looking at your personal your first aid kit and saying, what do I need, what I have, what I don't have, so that you could be prepared. You're gonna need some alcohol and some peroxide so that you can clean the wound out. Because most people, long time ago, most people died because it was infected. The cut or the bruise was infected. They didn't die because of anything else. It was infected. So that's all. Do you have anything to add to it? Okay, let me give you one more scripture. Let's go to Psalms 51:7. It says, purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow. What's hyssop? Hyssop is, it don't say. P-H-S-S-O-P. H-Y-S-S-O-P. It's probably just it's a natural herb. Hyssop is a natural herb that you can use to help heal wounds. Like
irritation, burns, bruises, frostbite.
Read it out loud again.
It's good for treating skin, irritation, burns, bruises, frostbite.
It's good for a lot of different stuff.
For the skin.
Yes, it's basically for the skin.
It stops bacteria.
Yes, and it stops bacteria. So, we have to look at a lot of that. I grow oregano in my backyard. And
reduce inflammation.
What? Hyssop reduces inflammation. Okay. But I grow oregano in my backyard. And what I'm going to do next week is I'm going to buy me some olive oil and mix it with some oregano, dried leaves. And I'm going to sit it in a dark room for about 4 to 6 weeks. And that oregano oil is so powerful that it can heal a lot of things in your body. So you got to realize that if you have these problems, you got to look at, if I don't have any medicine, what kind of natural herbs can I use to help me if or when the scenario hits where everything is chaos or civil unrest? Because you got to look at everything is going to break down. You're not going to be able to get the things that you need. So you also got to look at the natural way of doing things. Okay? So that's all I'm going to do for tonight. I'm just going to try to stay on 30 minutes on Wednesdays. I'm not going to hold you long. But I'm going to try to do 30 minutes on Wednesdays. So I know a lot of you all may not believe that things gonna happen, things gonna get crazy. But they are. To what severity, we don't know. Russia got all the ships and nuclear submarines that Russia has in Cuba right now can destroy the whole East Coast. So, and it'll happen within 12 to 15 minutes. So, I'm basically just saying to you is that we don't know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, but we know something major is going to happen. So I'm advising you, if you need to go to the dollar store to get your supplies, go to the dollar store and get your supplies. If you need to ask your doctor for 3 months supply, ask your doctor for a 3-month supply. If you need to go herbal on some of your stuff, like high blood pressure and all that other stuff, go herbal. Because you're going to need medicine to put into your first aid kit. Okay? So that concludes tonight's lesson on about first aid. I know that I've been trying to get a group of people together so that we can start going through this. I know I did it with my family. I know I'm going to try to reach out back to them and try to start again. I know I'm supposed to be hooking up with another group here soon. But if you all are interested in learning and going through the process, I'm very much so open to it. And we can meet somewhere and we can go through the process. So just inbox me if you want to learn more about it, so that you and your family can be prepared. Okay? So let me close out with a prayer, and then that's it. Father, as we come to you this evening, we thank you, we bless you, we praise you, Father. We give you all the honor and the glory. Father, we thank you for everything you have done and what you continue to do. Father, we just ask that your will just continue to be done on earth as it is in heaven. Abba, like I said earlier, why did you have me to buy all of this? Why did you have me to buy what you have had me to buy? Why you have had me to prepare? But Father, you know that there's something coming. You know there is a storm coming. A judgment is coming upon the earth. And you want your saints and your people to be prepared. So Abba, I ask that you let those who have an ear hear, so that they can go out and prepare themselves a first aid kit, along with the other things as well, so that they can be prepared for the storm that's on the horizon. Father, we ask that you protect us and lead us and guide us and cover us and direct our footsteps. And all these things we pray in your higher name. So let it be. Y'all have a blessed one. Shalom, shalom, shalom.
Nothing is the same anymore. Everything's changing, I really can't explain what I'm seeing when I look outdoors. Society is falling, Mother Earth is calling. How much more pain can she endure? I really need you more than ever before. I really need you, I really need you. I remember when children used to go outside and play. Nowadays, when you see them, the phone be glued to their face. Am I tripping to do it? Seem like humans losing their way. Families are dysfunctional, they don't even bond no more. Our elders used to be wise, but now they under my control. Glued to the program instead, I meant TV. Nothing is the same, not even the food we eat. Fluoride all in the water, making it hard to be honest. It feels like I'm surrounded by a bunch of zombies. I would be lying if I said I didn't see all this coming. That's why I left the city and bought a house in the country, telling both my youngins nothing is the same anymore. Everything's changing, I really can't explain what I'm seeing when I look outdoors. Society is falling, Mother Earth is calling. How much more pain can she endure? I really need can't even front, man, we living in some crazy times, which is why I stay in meditation just to ease my mind. I can feel it deep inside, something's about to happen soon, like 12, 21, 20, something cosmic. On that day, pay close attention to your body, the powers that's inside it will be activated only if you in alignment. Sorry, my bad, let me get back on topic. Order out of chaos, civil war knocking at the door. It's obvious these devils want control, but I'm not going for it. Ayy, they gon' have to scrap with me. I can't wait, cause that'll be the day I unleash the beast.
Nothing is the same anymore.
Everything's changing, I really can't explain what I'm seeing when I look outdoors. Society is falling, Mother Earth is calling. How much more can she endure?